And perhaps there is something wrong with Karen Kane. Perhaps she's the broken one. It seems that everybody comes into contact with her can't help but find themselves on the exit ramp out of her life. I know that you want to be more, but you cannot be more in your life and in your circumstances until you feel that way within yourself. You have to be the example that people want to follow, and people don't want to follow the broken rose. All you have to do is bloom. And the beauty of the whole system is that God created you in such a way that you're going to grow into this wonderful, beautiful flower. And all you really have to do is relax into it. It is grace. Monica wept below as she listened to these words. She had long given up with the visualizations and dreaming of her life coaching practice, which is what, of course, drew her to Karen Kane in the first place. It's not like she wanted a job with the meanest life coach on the planet. Monica wanted to be a life coach. But Karen Kane had warped and broken her dream, bending it to Karen's will so that now she was feeding and serving Karen's dream, expecting it to feel as if it was growing her own. Maria the maid popped her head out of the window in the floor of the treehouse in response to the sound of weeping, followed by little Maria and Faith and Little Mouse. Monica? Faith asked. Is that you? With snot running down her face, sniffling, wiping it with her hands, wailing. I can't believe you remember. You know my name. How many days have you known me? Faith thought about it for a minute. 3 days? Yes, Monica said. You've known me 3 days. You know my name? Yeah? Faith asked, unsure of where this was going. I am not in the right place in my life. In fact, I am in the very wrongest place in my life. Will you help me? Monica drew her eyes up to Faith's. Tear-rimmed, perspective dimmed. Faith climbed down the ladder of the treehouse with tissue. Of course, Faith said. picking Monica up by the arm. Of course we'll help you. Come on up. In another room on the other side of the reserve, Karen Kane paced back and forth. Jack obediently did her bidding, sitting in the window, keeping a lookout for the arrival of Monica. So, you don't see her yet? No, darling, and I will tell you the minute that I do. How long has she been gone? What did they do, get in a boat to China? You know, I have more work for her to do tonight. She thinks she can just take forever? Did she dip off and go to the beach or something? You know she wouldn't do that. Well, we have a retreat to run here. And I depend on her. Do you have to be so hard on everyone, Karen? I'm paying everyone a whole hell of a lot of money. I can be whatever I want to be. Fine. I wish everyone cared as much as I did. You know, obviously, you've been hearing my speech about intentions, but I don't think that you're really listening. You need to open your ears and listen, because you might want to help me consciously, but subconsciously you could care less. Karen, it's miserable to be around you. You are miserable to be around. You need to stop drinking. We're here in Bali on the dream retreat we've been dreaming and planning for years. And it's like you've gone insane. This has to be the best retreat that ever was. You know how much is at stake, how much rides on this. The book deal, the 3 more hotel collaborations, the TV spot. I need this. Well, think about when we were just starting out. KK. Don't call me KK. When we were just starting out, we had nothing. And it was all fun. Why can't we retain the fun? You know what I don't need? Jack. Is your effeminate whining. Really, I just can't even stand it. Karen Kane throws her wine glass at the window by Jack's head. You know, I guess if I have to do something, if I want something done, I have to do it myself. She storms out of the room, marches down the steps of the hotel, sweeps out of the veranda, past the pool, whips past the pool, and marches off into the jungle to find her assistant and the missing life coach.